Okay, first of all, I want to tell you guys about something. Well, actually, I need to ask you guys a question because you're younger than me.
Okay.
Um, do you guys know Harry Potter Puppet Pals, the mysterious ticking noise?
Yes. Yes, I do. It's like
The
Daniela,
what?
13 years old now.
18.
Oh.
Is it the song?
Yeah, you know
Plus the
the
video.
Snape, Severus Snape. You
Severus
know
Yeah,
that?
Snape.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, thank goodness. I'm so glad you guys know because at work today there was a ticking sound in the in our ceiling all day long. All day. It was like, and it was like slow enough that it was just, you know, it would like grate, it would drive me crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway, I made a joke to my coworker. I said, it's like the mysterious ticking noise. And she was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you have never seen Harry Potter Puppet Pals? And so I immediately found it on YouTube and sent it to her. And she's like, this is hilarious. I've never seen it. Now, she's 31, or sorry, she's 30. She's turning 31.
Too
So I'm
old.
like, no, because I'm 30 or almost 30. I'm like, you have to know this. So then later on, separate conversation, I was talking to my coworker about how annoying the noise was. And he's like, yeah, the mysterious ticking noise. And I was like, oh my God. And he's older than I am. He's 32. So I was like, thank God someone knows what I'm talking about. But then I asked my other coworker who just turned 34, and he had no idea either. So I had to show him. But it just made me realize, like, how I guess some people know about it, but I thought the whole internet knew by now. Maybe not young kids. Like,
I
I
think
wasn't sure
it
if Daniela would know.
I think it depends on like the kind of household you lived in
Yeah, that's true.
and
That
or
was back when
households you were
YouTube was newer.
exposed to.
Yeah.
Like mom and dad aren't necessarily big Harry Potter fans. Jillian and I are, but like my best friend, her family is like Harry Potter fans.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Harry Potter I was exposed to was at her house.
See,
So
for
I think
me,
it
it's
like
not
depends
even.
on how much people in your family and life are interested in
See,
Harry
when I
Potter.
watched it, I didn't watch Harry Potter or anything. It was just like a funny
Yeah.
video that everybody was watching.
That's kind of how I
Hmm.
remember it because when I watched it, I think it was just like something people talked about at school.
Yeah.
It was like
Well,
one of those funny internet videos.
that was also back. This is like pre-Vine even. This is like
Yes.
YouTube was really all you had for these videos. And
Right.
I feel like there was like 10 videos on YouTube at this time. Like that's wrong.
Well,
But
there were 10 videos probably that were being talked about, like, in the elementary schools and middle schools for sure,
yeah.
of like, oh, you gotta watch this funny, stupid video.
Yeah. Actually, when I like first experienced YouTube, it was for the Fred videos. I don't know
Yeah,
if you remember those.
I
And I
remember.
kind of thought YouTube was just like Fred's website. It's like, that's what YouTube is. It's Fred videos.
I remember mom hated those videos. We would watch those all the time.
Well, they're so annoying now. Now you look back and you're like, wow, yeah, as a parent or as an adult, these suck.
Oh,
I was just talking about like Charlie the Unicorn.
oh, I hate Charlie the Unicorn.
I mean, it sucked, but I remember it.
Yeah, I didn't ever. They made like 10 of those and I never got into
Yeah.
any of them.
I
Or
don't know what you guys are talking about.
honestly, not worth.
Annoying
But I was
Orange.
also talking about
I know that.
shoes. Let's get some shoes.
I don't know that.
Ugh. You guys might be too young for that one. That one was really stupid too. But anyways, I was just amazed of like 29 to 34. And we were split down the line of people who had experienced Harry Potter Puppet Pals and people who hadn't.
It's a niche time.
Yeah. I guess it depended on how vigilant your parents were at your online activity.
Yeah,
Because my parents
truly.
were not.
I was like the one who knew everything about the internet in my house, so I had nobody was
No
limiting
oversight.
anything for me.
No parental controls.
No. I actually set parental controls on some of the things.
For your younger
For
sibling?
yourself?
Yeah. Not really for myself. Because I
For
also
them.
had the password so I could get around the parental controls.
What parental controls did you set?
I set it on the Wii. Our Wii's Wi-Fi was restricted.
Till
And
when?
then
Like,
I did the Xbox, had parental controls on it.
so this is stuff for our brother.
Yeah.
Smart.
Tracks.
Cool. Well, anyways, yeah, so I got to and also so this happened, this ticking noise went on from 11 a.m. and was still going on when I left at like 4:45 or whatever. So at 4 o'clock, I sent an email to HR and I said, I don't know who I need to report this to, but this is driving us absolutely nuts. And I
Did nobody
subject
think
line,
like bomb threat potentially?
no, because it just sounds like something's hitting something. Like
Okay.
it's like it
Those
felt like
little
the air conditioner
balls.
went on. Not yeah, but like slow.
Like how it's just like consistent, like
It was consistent. It was absolutely consistent. Sorry, I'm realizing now that I forgot to turn my do not disturb on. So I'm getting text messages. But I sent an email to HR and I said, please come take care of this. And I subject lined the email mysterious ticking noise. And it made me giggle. Now, do I think my HR lady is going to know the reference I'm making? Absolutely not.
Maybe. Maybe she's cool.
Maybe she will. I don't know. She's old. She's older than I am, so she may not know. Maybe if she had kids.
That's funny.
Watch
So
things
what
like
was
that.
it? What was the sound?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
Did they fix it?
I'm actually no, they didn't come. No one came. I got no email back.
They
she
don't
left,
care.
Jillian. She
left.
left. She said until she left, the sound was happening.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you got like a report or something.
No, but it was the end of the day, so she may have been busy. Or maybe I got an email. I don't know. I haven't checked my email, my work email. But I'm not going into work tomorrow because I can't. I was like, I'm working from home tomorrow. I cannot deal with it. So that was my day. But I want to know about y'all's weekend getaway.
We haven't done our introduction yet.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. Thank you for reminding me that we haven't done our intro. Welcome to the Pocket Friends podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Miranda.
I'm Daniela.
And I'm Jillian.
And obviously, we are so excited to talk about all things. We're talking about F1 today. We're talking about weekend trips, some life updates, and that kind of, we're doing our F1 predictions this episode. So I'm excited about that, especially also to talk about, I don't know if you guys have seen clips today, but I saw a bunch of clips of them taking their big group photo and some like behind the scenes things. So we'll have more
I
to
saw
bring
the
up
group
with that.
photo.
I've seen people complaining about the setting.
Yeah, I have thoughts as well. Yeah, and I was like watching Mercedes. They were doing a whole bunch of behind the scenes video of it, so it was kind of funny. But before we get into that, do you guys want to talk about your weekend and what you did?
Yeah. So we went to Tennessee for the weekend and hijacked our friend's Valentine's Day. We were supposed to go skiing. The whole point was to do like a ski weekend. And then we drove to the ski place, like up in the mountains. It was like 2.5 hours away. And we like got stuck in a huge line and we're like, what's going on? The ski resort had run out of rentals. There was no parking. They still had lift tickets, but you had to park in like the overflow parking and get bussed into the resort to get your lift ticket to then go up the mountain, and you had to get your rental somewhere else.
That sounds exhausting. Was it just like a nice weekend? Is that why?
Well, it was like
It's
President's
Valentine's
Day weekend.
Oh, so just
So it was
couples?
the long weekend plus
A long
Valentine's.
weekend and probably one of the last cold weekends.
Yeah.
Cold enough for that type of thing.
I was going to say a
Around
long
there, at
weekend for
least.
y'all. It was not a long weekend for me.
Yeah.
Lucky
Well,
ducks.
that's why we ended up going to Tennessee instead of West Virginia, because our friends didn't have Monday off, but we did.
Yeah. Makes
So,
sense.
we didn't get to ski. So
Yeah, well,
Danielle and
we
I haven't
kinda-
gotten to
we
ski
kinda-
this year. Big sad.
We kind of ultimately just decided not to because at the point when they are out of rentals, it's going to be crowded.
Yeah.
At the point when we stop at another rental shop and they are out of rentals, it's going to be crowded.
The second rental shop had stuff, but they said you might want to check and make sure you have somewhere to park.
Yeah.
And then we went to overflow parking and there was like nowhere to park. And we're like, well, we're good. We can go.
Yeah, I was
Is
going to
it-
say have fun. And I've not been skiing or snowboarding or anything. So, like, I assume it's probably not super fun if it's super crowded because then it makes it hard to, like, go.
Well,
Yeah.
and not everyone is good at it. Like, not saying we're necessarily that good, but like, there are levels of.
Yeah.
And when it's that crowded, usually there's some people up there who have no idea what they're doing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well,
that
and then
accidentally-
there's usually more people on the easy hills. So
Right.
then we'd go to like the Black Diamonds. And then those kind of get crowded. And I get a little skittish when Black Diamonds get crowded because I'm like,
Yeah.
I can ski a Black Diamond, but I can't ski a crowded Black Diamond.
You're like, I need plenty of room for me to do my thing.
Yeah, it's more of like a mental thing, but I'm just like, I don't want people near me.
Yeah. Are your friends as good at, like, are they as experienced as you guys are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been just as much as us at this point.
Yeah, we
They
usually go
hadn't-
every year together.
The first time we
Right,
took them, though,
right.
they hadn't been. And we had been, like, a few times prior. But now
So
they've
they've
gone
learned.
a couple times without us since they live in the mountains.
They're also like natural athletes, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
they picked it up real quick.
Yeah. I was going to say your one friend is like a marathoner, right? Or something like
Yeah,
that.
she runs ultra marathons.
Yeah. That
The
sounds
ones out in the
crazy.
woods.
So you guys went hiking instead, right?
Yes.
Was it close? Like, did you, because you said you went 2 hours out of the way to go skiing. So did you go to a hiking spot near there?
It was like 40 minutes away, but it was like on the way back home.
Okay.
So I don't remember what the mountain we ended up hiking on was called, but we were like out in the Smokies area and we drove up to this mountain. So we were at like 6,000 feet of elevation
Wow.
and then hiked up. It wasn't much of a hike. Like, it was just kind of like
We
walking
hiked
up a steep hill.
the mountain top, so it was a steep hill at the point we were at.
Yeah.
But we were able to hike all the way to the top of the mountain.
We were
Okay.
also like not equipped for hiking. I was wearing Hey Dudes. Daniela was wearing her Uggs. Our friend
We were-
Josh
It was not the
was
plan
wearing,
whatsoever.
I don't remember what his shoes are called. They're like a Croc-esque shoe, like a rubber shoe with a bunch of holes in it. And
It's
Yeah,
like a
'cause you were
tennis shoe,
prepared
but
to
it's
get skiing and
rubber
stuff.
with holes.
yeah, and he was wearing shorts.
Because he was going to be wearing his snow pants over top.
Was it cold?
Yes, but once we got
mean-
moving, we warmed up.
Yeah.
It wasn't, for skiing, it wasn't cold.
Yeah.
Like, if we were skiing, we would have been, like, stripping.
Yeah. You've been hot. Interesting.
So we
I've always
ended
wanted
up...
to go skiing, but it sounds scary to do
No, it's fun.
as like an older person now.
No, it's fine. You start out on the little hills and you work your way up.
Okay.
You can come to Wisconsin with us. They're usually not that busy when we go.
I'll have to come sometime.
And
I have family up
and
there.
it's Wisconsin, so it's not like mountains, so it's more
Yeah.
hilly than mountainy, so it's pretty easy.
Hmm.
That's where we
Sounds
usually
fun to
take
me.
our starters.
Yeah, that is where we start out our friends. We'll work your
Come
way
to
up to
the
something
easy.
like Colorado.
Yeah, though I am closer to Colorado than I am close to Wisconsin.
I mean, you can start at Colorado.
They might be a little more mean when you're not.
Not good.
Yeah, when you're in the way.
Fair.
I'm trying to think. I like the greens in Colorado seemed equivalent to like,
To a blue in Wisconsin.
yeah. So the hills go green is easiest, blue's medium, black is hard.
Okay.
Double
I kind
black
of
is
knew that.
hardest.
Yeah.
Double black is like you're throwing yourself over a cliff.
Pretty much.
That sounds scary.
But
Okay.
yeah, we'll take you skiing. We'll teach you. I
Sounds
think
good. Let me
skiing
know
is
next
pretty
time.
intuitive. Snowboarding, I can't snowboard.
I want to try snowboarding again.
I'm not good with my 2 feet are attached and have to act as one.
I've heard skiing's easier to learn, so I
It
would probably
is.
say that.
It is.
Okay. Anything else?
We went and saw Wuthering Heights.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, give me your out of 5, star out of 5.
2.
Yeah. 2. I wouldn't see it again.
Okay. So then the highest I would give it is a 2 if you wouldn't see it again.
Just because it made me really uncomfy. And it was an interesting story, kind of. But like, I didn't need to see it again. Yeah.
So, was it trying to think of how to ask this question of like, was it their relationship? Was it like, what made you uncomfy?
Part of it was their relationship. Part of it was the things that they were doing to the people around them. Because they were like, the main characters are like having this affair, but they're like also jealous of each other and trying to like get back at each other, so then they do awful things to the people around them. But the movie starts off with a hanging.
Wow.
And like the crowd is cheering, they're all into it. So just kind of a rough start there.
I do feel like in that time period, hangings were a good source of entertainment for people.
Yeah, I
Not that
mean,
it was a
Yeah,
right thing.
you say, Jillian, you say they were cheering and they were into it. They were
they
very
were
solemn.
celebrating.
They were very solemn and quiet during the actual hanging. After the dude was dead, then they celebrated.
They're like, it's hanging day, and they're shouting and celebrating. The kids were buying little toy dolls with nooses.
I understand that, but I'm saying it's not like they were being disrespectful while the dude was dying.
The little
did it
boys
after
did.
he was dead.
They got yelled at by the nun.
Boys, Jillian.
Daniela, what
So-
about you? Did you think it was uncomfy?
I mean, a little bit. I don't get as uncomfortable as Jillian does with stuff
The
like
horse
that.
bit didn't make you uncomfortable?
That just grossed me out because I know where a horse bit goes. And that they don't get cleaned, really. Especially back then. For me, really the only thing that was like interesting, I guess, is like as someone who's like enjoys psychology.
Mm-hmm.
It was like observing these two very twisted individuals and kind of what like made them tick, I guess,
Yeah.
or what was like causing them to act certain ways.
Yeah.
The psychology of it all was interesting to me, which probably isn't what most people go into the movie expecting.
I feel like it's very much being portrayed as like a huge love story, which I'm sure in some ways it is, but like
It's
they're
definitely a tragedy.
Yes.
depraved people.
There's no
it sounds
happy
like.
ending.
Yeah.
So Edgar, who ends up marrying Kathy, like the Margot Robbie character. He's the only one who I'm like, he's not a bad person. Everybody else has bad person qualities.
Yeah. You're
But
like,
even he's like
he's the only person to root for.
funky. Kind of, yes. Like I feel bad for him. But he
Okay.
was also kind of weird. Like he was so obsessed / in love with Kathy that he got her skin to be like
The walls.
as the walls, yes. But
Yes.
the sets were kind of Tim Burton-esque in my brain. So it was like a rubbery wall that like moved
Yeah.
and it literally had like her veins on it. And he's like, and this is your freckle, and like points at a spot in the wall. And I'm just like, that's weird.
I saw a girl post on TikTok yesterday that somewhere in Europe, somebody has created an Airbnb to like as a replica of that room, and you
You
can like
won't catch
stay
me
in
there.
that room.
No.
When they were describing it, I was like, this is creepy. Like
Yeah.
her skin all over the walls, her hair
Yeah.
as part of things. Ew.
And Margot Robbie actually had her like skin like scanned, I guess, to make the like color for the wall so that it was like exact match to her.
That freaks me out. I've been like,
Yeah.
I was an actor, I'd be like, I don't want you to have that information. That's weird.
Yeah, so like the sets
Interesting.
were weird, but like it fit the vibe of the movie.
Yeah.
And like you're supposed to feel kind of like unsettled, I think, the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't say I will watch it. I don't know if I will, truly and honestly. Maybe one day when it's free to watch, maybe I'll watch it. So I'm
You mean
guessing
you're not gonna go to a movie theater and watch it with a bunch of old people who definitely read the actual book?
Our
That's
theater
what it was.
when I bought the tickets, I was like, don't worry, because Josh didn't really want to go with us. He was like, girl movie. But I was like, don't worry, there's like nobody else has bought tickets. Nobody else is gonna be there. We show up, it's kind of full of just old people.
It wasn't that full. There wasn't even anyone in our row. But the people who were there were like mostly old people. There were a couple like people, like couples, just like
Yeah.
regular age. But the like older couples are probably people who like read that book in school or something and like know the
Maybe.
actual story.
Did you hear
But like
anyone
read
else
it at
around
some
you
point.
talking about it?
When we left, this guy had very strong opinions, and he was like, that Nellie, I hate her. Because she's kind of the reason Kathy dies at the end, but some people are like,
Interesting.
she was justified because she was treated horribly, but
Okay. What about your friends? Did they have the same opinions as you?
yeah, we were all kind of on the same page.
Well, at least you saw it. You can talk about it, and then you don't have to see it again.
Yeah.
Cool.
The hair was great.
The hair.
Hair and costumes, great.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, what did you think about Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie? Because a lot of people on the internet were talking about how their like age difference was kind of weird. And I didn't know if that felt weird in the film.
No, it wasn't like noticeable in the film because she looks young.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
And he's like a tall brute kind of guy in the movie.
Mhm.
So that also like kind of makes him come across as like older, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, if I didn't know their age difference, I wouldn't have
Then you would.
guessed. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just curious what your thoughts were, what your takes were.
As someone who doesn't actually know, like I know there is an age difference, but I don't actually know the age difference, I couldn't tell you what their age difference is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he's like 27 now, 26. And she's what, 38?
Late 30s. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're like a 10-year age difference.
Yeah, but like
But
20s and 30s, like,
yeah,
don't look that different.
yeah. And she obviously keeps in good shape. So it's like,
Yeah.
she does well.
I
Interesting.
mean, she played frickin' Barbie, for God's sake.
Yeah. And she had just had a baby. So
Yeah.
She's impressive.
she is impressive. That's awesome. Okay. Well, anything else from your weekend?
No.
Chilling, hanging out in Tennessee.
Yeah. Drove
We
back
saw our
on Monday.
cousin.
We
Saw
did.
your
We
cousin.
went and met our cousins for breakfast.
Nice.
And our cousin's back from her trip abroad. So we got to see her.
It's always fun hearing stories
Yeah.
from people's trips abroad. Well, that's much more fun than my weekend. My Valentine's Day was spent doing a new home buying course.
So
Of
exciting.
course.
Yeah, as part of a condition of our loan, they made us do a home buyer's course, which is so silly to like. It makes total sense why they want you to do this, but I'm just the process of like doing it seems silly because 70% of the course were things that we had already accomplished.
It's like you might not have known what you were doing, but here's what it was.
Yeah. Because it was like, okay, hey, you think you might want to buy a house? Great. First, make a budget. See how much you're spending. Like, save money. Do these things. Great. Oh, you feel like you have enough money now? Okay, we'll get pre-approved by a lender. Then find a realtor. And then you want to like make sure you know what you can afford and what the market looks like. And I was like, we've done all this. We are way past all these steps.
Yeah, I think by that point, most people would have done almost all of that.
Yeah.
If
Well,
not all
I
of
think
it.
it's for people who maybe are interested in buying a house, but they don't know the steps yet. Which, to be fair, I wish I had known this course earlier because that would have been helpful to know kind of how all the steps play out. But I didn't know that these things were available. So if you guys are going to buy a house, I have a free course for you. I'll send it to you. It's great information if I had known before I did all of it. But I mean, it was just like, after you're finished, it's like, make sure you pay your mortgage and don't
Or we'll
default.
take your house.
Yeah, don't go into, loan default.
Foreclosure.
I'm like, makes sense to me. Great. Thank you.
Did it go through, like, I know you sent us a question and you were like, oh, this is just like property. But, like, did it go into kind of the weeds on that? Or did it just press, like,
No, it was all high level stuff.
oh.
Yeah. It did ask me, though, about the difference between, sorry, Daniela, this is one thing that I have to mention that's law related, but they did ask me the difference between a joint tenancy and tenancy in common. I was like, I know that.
Easy peasy.
But yeah, most of the questions were pretty easy. They weren't hard. So I learned a lot. But we are finally closing on our house a week from tomorrow.
Yay!
So I'm so excited. In like 2 weeks, you'll see a different setting. I won't be, have these green walls anymore.
Are you guys doing any, like, renovations to the house? Or are you just
Not
leaving
immediately.
it as is?
Yeah, we're gonna leave it as is. The only thing we want to do like soon is there's a couple of like maintenance things on the house that we want to do right away. And then we also want to like paint a bathroom. Because the bathroom currently is like bright blue. And it's like a kid's bathroom. It was being used as a kid's bathroom with the, current owners. And that's just not what we need it to be right now. And also, I don't really like that blue color. But that's like a May issue, maybe. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
Plan is to just move in and for me to establish where my new podcasting area is going to be.
Priorities.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about all the stuff. I just got to figure out where I'm going to podcast now. I'll put all my stuff places.
Are you guys getting a new couch then?
Yeah, we are. Since I sold my old couch to some people. Honestly, our old couch wouldn't fit in our house, so I'm glad we did not keep it.
It's a big one.
Yeah, she's large.
She's
So
cozy.
our new couches are getting delivered a week from Saturday.
She is large, and while I do love her, I would not recommend her to any pet owner.
Daniela spent last week, she went through the whole couch and used like the new brush we got for Dolly that also removes hair from like clothes and furniture, and covered like every single inch of that couch and took off like a giant pile of dog hair.
Like,
Oh
it could have
my.
made a small dog worth of hair.
My goodness.
That, like, the vacuum just wouldn't pick up out of the, like, texture of the fabric.
Yeah. Well, I never had to deal with that, so apologies.
Yeah. That's okay. You didn't know.
She's a comfy couch.
She is.
Trade-offs. Yeah, so excited about that. Honestly, I'm just excited to shrink my commute down from 1 hour to at most 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's huge. I'll have so much more time. I'll get to actually like eat dinner before podcasting. It'll be great. And I'll have places for people to come visit if you guys ever wander your way over to Kansas.
The only reason I would be coming there would be to see you.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, there's not much that would draw me to Kansas.
Well, I have a cool house for you to come visit me then and hang out.
I can't wait to see it.
All you need is a pool, and I'll be there in the summer.
Apparently I don't have a pool at my house, but there's apparently a really cool pool place nearby that has a whole lazy river and like slides and stuff. So
Nice.
I need to check it out.
Are you in
love a
like an
lazy
HOA?
river.
No HOA.
Good.
What'd you say, Danielle?
I love a lazy river.
I do too.
Even as like a child, like a small child, that was my favorite thing at water parks.
I agree. I love a lazy river. My friend was telling me that apparently every summer they'll do a 5K in the lazy river.
Like running?
No,
Or
like
just
I'm
floating for
walking.
5?
No, like a walking 5K. But
Oh.
like you walk around and then at some point they tell everyone to switch directions. So then it becomes a little harder. So you're working against like the current that's
Yeah.
flowing.
That'd be fun. I would
Yeah.
100% be knocking people over, but that sounds fun.
That's how she said she did it a couple years ago, so I don't know if they still do it, but I was gonna look into it. I thought that was
Because that's
fun.
what I would do. I hated having the restriction of the inner tube. And I was like, one of the water parks we went to let you go without the inner tube, and I would just run through the lazy river.
That does not surprise me at all about you, Jillian. I liked both. Sometimes I would just want to walk through, and then sometimes I would float. Depending on the mood I was in.
I wouldn't run through it. I would walk through it or just kind of like paddle a little bit through it
Yeah.
or float. But I was not running through it.
No, I was like, I'm on a mission.
To what?
fast
It is
can I
a
get through?
circle.
Just to move as fast as I can.
Get
So
out her
weird.
Jillian energy. That's why she walks so fast now.
I know, she was talking to our friend when we were in Tennessee and was like, if I move here, then you could like train me. And I was like, I don't know why you're not already running. You like
Yeah.
You are a
basically
runner,
she
you're
walks
just
so fast
not
when you
running.
run.
And no, they were talking about how like I could do an ultra marathon, and I was like, I don't have the training for that.
I was just talking about how you should be running because you are a runner. You just don't run.
True. I walk fast enough to equate to a slow jog, though.
Yeah, I know. Because I've done a slow jog and you were like, that's almost my walking pace.
Yeah, Danielle and I went on a walk today, and our pace was 19 minutes, 25 seconds.
Oh, were you feeling like a
And
snail?
yes,
Yeah, she's like, usually I'm at 14 minutes. I'm like, well, if you walk that fast, then you have to do more laps because you won't get your 30 minutes in,
I don't care.
and then you don't close your exercise ring.
True. Troubles.
And
Yeah.
it's not like I'm like walking slow, like I'm walking a normal person speed.
I agree.
I don't think you are. I think you go slower than a normal person.
I
You
don't.
probably go Alec pace. My pace is like 17 minutes. That's what I can do. But every time I do that, Alex says I'm going too fast. I'm like, dude, your legs are longer than mine.
Daniela doesn't like walking fast because she gets sweaty.
Yeah,
That's
like
kind of the
usually if
purpose
I'm
of
going
walking.
on a walk, no, usually if I'm going on a walk, it's because I don't want to work out and get sweaty because I don't want to like have to wash my hair and stuff. Because I have hyperhidrosis, so I get more sweaty than the average person
Yeah.
doing those types of like leisure activities. So when
I
I'm
like how
doing a
opposite we
leisure
are.
activity, I'm doing it leisure so that I'm not getting sweaty.
Yeah.
And I like
So
to
you
walk
sweat
fast
too
to warm up.
much and you don't sweat enough.
True.
Yeah.
I'm too
Opposites
cold,
attract.
she's too hot.
You guys are funny.
Something got
Okay.
mixed up.
Let's move on. Let's talk about F1.
Okay. I would like to say I made these predictions 20 minutes before we started because I forgot. And I was coming out to like set up my stuff and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta do that. So that's why it took me so long to set up, was because I was doing my predictions instead of setting up.
That's okay. Yeah,
we
so
have-
it really wasn't your camera that was messed up. It was just kidding.
Yeah, she's procrastinating over there. She's like, oh man, the camera's not working yet.
Let me finish filling this out.
It actually was not working.
Just teasing you.
All right. So we have a few different categories.
Yeah, tell the audience what our categories are.
So we have Drivers' Championship in order from 1st to 22nd. So ranking all the drivers. Then same with constructors.
Actually really hard.
Yeah,
Kinda
especially
was.
towards like middle
Bottom.
and some like I kind of had ideas about some of the bottom people, but I was like,
I kind of just did people that I like and want to see, and people that I don't really
people
care
I
about.
don't like.
Not necessarily that I don't like them, but just like that I don't care about.
Then constructors 1 through 11. Then the driver that will get the most podiums. The
Okay.
team that will get the most podiums. Who the surprise podium will be. Who a
Let me
surprise
scroll.
win will be. Which driver will get the most DNFs. The best midfield team. The replacement of the season. Who will win most driver of the days. Who will have the fastest pit stop. And who the biggest disappointment will be.
I had literally no clue who to put for that last one.
I have predictions.
Let's start with 1 through 22.
Okay.
Do we want to do like our top 5 each and then the next so that we can keep track?
Okay, sure.
Instead, I feel like if we each list 1 through 22, we're gonna get bored.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go first. I'll put my 1 through 5. You guys are gonna be surprised who I put as number 1.
George.
Based off of my comments last season.
Surprised.
My number 1
surprised.
is Max.
Mine too.
Okay, so I have Max, Lando, George, Oscar, Kimmy. I'm sure you guys have Charles in your top 5.
I do. Mine's almost the same as yours, except I have Max, Charles, Lando, George, Kimmy.
Okay. Wow, you booted
did not
Oscar out of
have-
your top 5?
He's 6th. He's right there.
Okay.
I have Charles, George, Max, Lando, Oscar.
Charles George.
Listen, I almost put George as number 1 because he's like predicted, but like I gotta put
I didn't
Charles
wanna
first because I
jinx it.
want him to be first. I gotta manifest it.
Yeah, so I put Charles 2nd because he's happy with the Ferrari car right now. So I'm like, things are looking good. But Max, I feel like, is really hungry for the
I
win.
agree. I feel like he's gonna come back with a vengeance.
I'm just
I just
manifesting over
also-
here, guys.
Huh?
I'm just manifesting over here.
I mean, I really hope George does well, and I would love to see George win the world drivers champion. But I know Max is going to come back with a vengeance, and I know Lando's a good driver, and he's got a really good car. But I also, and there's a whole bunch of things with the Mercedes car, whatever. So I don't know. I'm hopeful, but I'm also like playing it safe, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'll do my next. See, for me, I had Charles pretty close. I have him at 6. So my 6 through 10, Charles, Isaac, Carlos, Lewis, Alex Albon.
You have Carlos up there?
Yeah.
Williams doesn't even have a car. I'm sure they'll have one.
I was wanting to put Carlos up high, but then I was remembering all the car troubles they had, so I felt like I couldn't put him up that high.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's why he
Red
dropped
Bull
in my
had so
list.
much. Red Bull had so many issues with their car at the beginning of last season, and then, I mean, I know Max is a great driver, but still, I feel like he could get up there.
Carlos is a good driver, but it's also like not one of the top teams.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm also like
Okay,
a little skeptical.
read yours.
I have Oscar, Hamilton, Ollie, Arvid, Perez.
You have Arvid that high?
Maybe he'll do good.
Intrigue. I have Lewis, Kimi, Hajar, Gasly, Perez.
You have Gasly?
Yeah, see, like around 9 is where I started to get like I don't really know who to put.
Interesting. Okay. And then I have Fernando, Alonso, Checo. I wanted to put Ollie higher. I have him at 13. Nico, and then oh my gosh. Bottas? Is that how you say his name?
Bottas.
Yeah. I put him up there too.
If you're gonna put Ollie higher, you're not gonna be happy with where I have Ollie.
I put Ollie high. I have him at 8th only because he did good at like one practice.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily want to put him low, but he kind of just ended up there.
Okay, so I have 11th, Gasly, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Lawson, Hajar.
Okay.
I just feel like that second Red Bull seat is bad luck.
Yeah. That's why I have Arvid.
Ocon, Colapinto, Bortoletto, Carlos, Lindblad.
I hope Isaac does well. Maybe he'll break the curse.
I have him in 8th. Because he is still in a Red Bull. Like, I was kind of like going based off of like teams at the top, like the top teams, then correlated with like drivers that I put up there.
Yeah.
And then like, the mid to bottom, like that's hard.
Yeah. I agree. My last ones, I have Arvid at 16. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to do. And then Gabby, Lance Stroll, Liam Lawson, Gasly, Ocon, and then Colapinto.
I have Colapinto last too.
He was dead last time, I think, in the 2025. I feel bad. It's hard to put people
up in
last.
12th. That was also like a I was just going based off team. So some people kind of just ended up in like the 11 to 17 range because I started with like the top people and then I went to the bottom and was like, I don't like your team. You're going at the bottom.
Funny.
So I have 16th Ocon, Alonso, Sainz, Bortoletto, Albon, Stroll, Colapinto.
You have signs really low.
You do.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about the car.
They will have a car.
No, but I'm worried about like the car holding up and like how many times he'll have to DNF.
Okay. I have Bottas, Albon, Behrman, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Stroll.
You have Alonso low.
Well, I just don't really like their team.
I know, but he's a decent driver. He's a very mid-range driver.
I feel like my 11th to 18th, there's a lot of room for those things to move around.
Yeah, I would also like to remind you that I was doing this very
2 minutes
quickly
ago.
rushed right before.
Yeah. I probably have Carlo up too high. I don't know. I have hopes for Isaac. I don't feel
I
bad
have Carlos
having
at
Isaac that
14.
high.
I feel like that's reasonable.
Yeah, he should probably. I should switch him and Ollie. I might actually switch him and Ollie. Ollie's going to become my number 8.
That's the same as me.
Yeah. And then Carlo's going to 13. I really, really want Ollie to do well. Which is, I feel bad because Ocon is down at 21 and I'm not moving him. So
I should
Ollie is
flip
the only hope for
Colapinto and Ollie.
Haas.
I'm gonna flip Colapinto and Ollie. So Colapinto's gonna go to 18 and Ollie's gonna go to 12.
I like
That's
this
good.
moving Ollie up.
Yeah. Let's move Ollie up. Ollie's not on my top 10. Okay, so are you guys, so you're worried about Isaac because of Red Bull second seat?
Yes. Well, and also like strategy. Like, will they sacrifice Isaac to help Max?
100% they would.
Yeah, they will. I just am wondering how often they'll like need to.
And how often will he even be high enough to be sacrificed?
Yeah.
If the car's... If he can drive it good enough.
My
See,
strategy was just to have the 2 Baby Bowl drivers ahead of Isaac because I feel like that's how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to move Arvid to 10, I guess. Because I don't want Alex Albon to be higher than Carlos. Okay, let's move on. Constructors.
Okay. Top 4, like your top for the top teams. What do you have?
Yeah. What do I have?
Yeah.
McLaren. Because they still have 2 of the best drivers. Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull.
Close to mine. I have Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull.
Okay.
I just keep going completely off script to you guys. I have Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren.
McLaren in 4th?
Okay, well, Ferrari, I want to win, so I had to, like... McLaren just got sacrificed at that point.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem realistic.
I'm realizing mine doesn't seem very realistic.
And also, I have Carlos getting constructor, or not, driver champion. So Ferrari has to be high enough for him to get driver champion.
Yeah. Okay, what about the other teams?
5th, I have Cadillac, then Audi, Racing Bulls, Haas, Alpine, Aston Martin, Williams.
You have Williams dead last.
Williams last is crazy.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now that I'm realizing, I kind of forgot about Williams stuff, so I'm going to move them lower.
I have Haas, Williams, Racing Bulls, Alpine, Audi, Cadillac, Aston Martin.
I should probably have Haas a little higher, but
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I switched mine.
The
So now,
Haas, Williams, and Racing Bulls really, I feel like, could be very interchangeable
yeah.
for me.
The only ones I feel like Alpine's gonna come in dead last. I could probably put money on that.
okay, I might change mine. I might put Alpine less.
Aston Martin's
I have
next,
Alpine in
down at
eighth.
the bottom.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch a couple of mine around.
Because I have Cadillac, Haas, Racing Bull, Racing Red Bull, or Racing Bulls, whatever it is. Williams, Audi, and then the two bottom. I feel comfortable with that.
Okay, so I changed my
originally
bottom
had-
three.
I had Williams up there, but I forgot about all their issues.
I changed my
really
bottom
want Haas to
three
do well.
to Williams, Aston Martin, Alpine.
Okay.
I'm changing mine to be from 6 down. Williams, Racing Bull, Audi, Cadillac, Aston Martin, Alpine.
Oh, you have that little faith in Cadillac.
It's not necessarily that, it's that they're like a brand new team. Like they were starting from scratch.
Yeah.
No, but they have the experienced drivers.
Yeah.
But
That's
they
kind of why
are
I put them
starting
higher.
from scratch.
We'll see. We'll see how they do.
Do
I'm
I
excited
hope
to cheer
they
them
do
on.
better than that? Yes. But I'm already being optimistic with Ferrari, so I can't be optimistic with anyone else, you know?
Yeah.
The curse of being a Ferrari fan.
Okay, well, you change that. Are we ready to do our podiums? Most podiums driver.
I have Lando.
I do too.
Charles. I have
Most-
him as driver champion. I have to have him as the most podium.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, I do.
Okay.
Most podiums for a team.
McLaren.
I have Mercedes.
Yeah, I had McLaren, but I just changed it to Mercedes. I obviously think
You
that
and
George
Jillian
and
just
Oscar,
agreeing on
George and
everything.
Lando and Oscar will do well, but I'm hoping that Kimmy gets more podiums this year.
Mm-hmm. Okay, surprise podium.
Lewis.
I wasn't sure if he would count as a surprise because he's still a top team.
He didn't last year.
At all.
Which was the first year he's never podiumed.
That's why it
so
would
like
be a surprise,
that was the surprise.
for it to happen this year.
Okay, Hamilton's yours. Who's yours, Jillian?
Arvid. Really pulling for the rookie.
Okay, mine's Ollie.
That would be so fun.
I know. I desperately want Ollie to podium this year.
I maybe should put him because I have him at 8th in my driver's
Yeah.
championship.
Maybe he does need a podium. Okay, my surprise win is Hamilton. That's why I didn't put him as my surprise podium.
Mine is Kimmy.
Mine is Perez.
I just don't know enough about Perez. But I agree.
liked
I like
him.
Kimmy. I hope Kimmy has a surprise. I don't want it to be a surprise though. I want Kimmy to do well multiple times.
Yeah. Perez
Yeah.
is also my surprise win because I have Cadillac low, but I do genuinely want Cadillac to do well.
Yeah.
And I really like Perez, so that's why I put Perez as my surprise win.
I think
Fair.
in my brain, I was assuming if Mercedes is doing well, it's going to be George getting the win, and like Kimmy
Yeah.
will be on the podium here and there.
Yeah.
So then it'd be a surprise if Kimmy came in first.
One. Makes sense to me. Though I'm a little interested to see how the priority plays out if both of them are doing well. Because we know how it kind of played out with Lando and Oscar. And they don't have...
It's going to go to
Assistant.
George. He's their number one.
George,
Yeah.
George's seniority. He's their number one driver.
Yeah. Okay. Most DNFs.
I have Colapinto.
I have
I have
Gasly.
Arvid.
You have
Arvid.
Arvid?
He's a rookie.
Yeah, but still.
I
I
also
have
don't know that much
Gasly.
about him. I should, but I don't know that much about him. So
I feel like Gasly's car, it was either Gasly or Liam Lawson that all had so many issues last year. I feel like it was Gasly.
Gasly, I mean, they both did, yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say both.
I mean, Miranda, you and I have Alpine drivers getting the most DNFs, so.
Yeah. It's probably Alpine. Best midfield team.
Williams.
I put Cadillac.
Wow, we have different ones. I have Haas.
Solid guesses.
Yeah, solid guesses. Most driver
I
of the
probably
day.
should have put Haas because Haas is my number 5 team, and Williams is number 6. But I really want Williams to do good.
Even with the crappy car.
I have Max for most driver of the days.
So do I.
So do I.
He's just a fan favorite. I feel like that one's kind of a gimme.
Yeah.
Fastest
Okay.
pit stop.
I have Charles. I'm pulling for Ferrari.
Oh, you said a specific person. I just said
Yeah, I
Ferrari.
said a team.
Oh, Ferrari.
I
just
had Red
said
Bull.
Ferrari.
Red Bull.
Ferrari is really good at pit stops.
They are.
If they could
Well,
be
we
really
know
good at
it's
everything
not-
else, that would be great.
Last year, it was McLaren. They had a really
Okay.
fast one for Oscar and then a really slow one for Lando.
Yeah. I feel like they were both the fastest and the slowest somehow.
Yes, they were. They literally had like an 8-second pit stop for Lando once. So, but Ferrari is pretty consistent. And they usually put up fast times, so.
Okay. Biggest
Replacement?
disappointment.
You guys are gonna like my answer.
Okay, mine's got an explanation. I put Oscar because I think he's expected to do well because he was doing so well at the beginning of last season. And that he will, like, if people don't have that expectation, he will definitely have the expectation for himself to do better. But I don't think he will. So that will be the disappointment. Whether it's like for himself or just in general.
I think that makes sense. I don't know. I'm interested to see. I think the first couple of races will really tell Oscar's, like how Oscar will do. What about you, Daniela?
So, I have Isaac.
Okay.
Mostly because he's second seat Red Bull.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like everybody's like, second seat doesn't do well.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
So is it a disappointment or is it an expectation?
But a lot of people want him to do well and are hoping he breaks the curse.
Okay. I'll buy it.
And I don't think he's gonna break it. And I think
We'll
that's
see.
gonna disappoint a lot of people.
Who's
Okay.
yours, Miranda?
Mine is Arvid. And I
Oh.
know I have him at number 10, but he's the only rookie out there. So I think he has a lot to live up to. And I just don't know if he'll do it.
I feel like biggest disappointment is hard to define because, like, of what
yeah,
can
that
be
one
a
was hard for me
disappointment.
to put.
Like, we could all be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Each of us could be right. Of like what other people have put on them. Like you said, like Oscar has kind of all this pressure on him this year. Isaac has all this pressure on him to be, beat the curse of Red Bull second seat. Arvid has all this pressure on him as the new rookie, the only rookie.
Yeah. Like, unless somebody just comes out and bombs everything, I don't think it will be like a clear, here's the biggest disappointment of the season.
Yeah. That one
Yeah.
will be hard. to judge.
For example, I feel like last year was kind of a little bit like more clear cut of like that it was probably Lewis or possibly Oscar.
Yeah, I feel like both were.
Oscar in the sense that like he was like on it and like was on his way to be champion and then like
And then,
just
like,
lost
fell off.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, within
And
3
Lewis in
races,
the
he
fact
dropped
that
from
he
1 to 3.
just did absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
see
this
him
year, I
doing
don't know
better.
that. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this year, I'm not sure how clear cut it's going to be.
What if it's
I don't
Max?
know.
It's Max.
Don't
No,
put that out
don't
there.
put that out.
I really want, the reason I have Max first and Charles second is because I want a Verstappen race, like, one-on-one so bad.
I do want that too. I have Max third, but only because George is predicted to do so well, and I want Charles to be first, so I had to put Charles first. So then George went second, and then obviously Max is.
I want George to do well too, but right now he's third in my. I might need to change him to second. I worry about him and Lando. I like
It's
them
gonna be an
both.
interesting season.
Yeah, we have some really good drivers.
Yeah, lots of potential.
I'm very excited for Drive to Survive.
And
I just can't
definitely a
wait
lot
for
of-
like. I haven't really been able to watch any testing because like we were in Tennessee.
Yeah, all I've
But-
seen is the summaries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to like actually watch races again.
Me too.
I can't wait.
I'll get to watch it in my new house.
Exciting.
So what did you guys put for replacement of the season?
Replacement.
Oh,
Yeah, who do you think's gonna get
Oh.
replaced?
I put Hajar. Isaac.
no.
That's kind of.
I didn't
I was
put
thinking
anybody.
that because I'm like, that's kind of a possibility.
Oh, I forgot why I didn't put anybody. I didn't understand the question.
Just like, who do you think's gonna get pulled?
Who's gonna get replaced? Who's gonna get
Yeah.
their seat switched with someone else? Whatever.
I put Calapinto because he did so poorly last year, and I feel like if he starts off bad this year, they'll just switch him out.
Maybe Ocon. He was pretty low last year, and I feel like if Haas is doing really well, and he's not, he's also 21 on my list, so I'm not expecting him to do well.
So those are our predictions.
We'll have to see. I went through. I have my planner, and last night I went through and listed all of the races in my planner, so I'm very prepared. But Drive to Survive is coming out next Friday.
week.
What are you most looking forward to?
The Oscar Lando war.
The battle. I want to know, like definitely what was going on behind the scenes with the team, but also like what happened that got Oscar off his game.
Yeah. If he even says anything.
Yeah. I'm also excited for like the Max comeback.
Yeah, that'll be a great play. Yeah.
I'm sure he's gonna be like, I was just driving. Like he's just gonna downplay it so much. But
yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Do you think they'll also have all of the things of like Yuki and moving up Isaac and like that decision?
Probably. Because
I'm
that
kind of
was
interested to see that.
There wasn't a lot of driver movement.
Mm-mm.
So
Is there normally more?
Usually you see reserve drivers more than we did last year.
It really just depends on the year.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of rookies last year.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll come in. And then like Kimmy. Oh, we got to get into Kimmy just knocking people off the road
Yeah.
left
Kimmy's
and right.
friendship.
And what happened to him? Because that definitely like got in his head and it became a mental game for him.
Yeah. He got over it towards the end of the season again.
Yeah. I do want to see like Toto being like dad to Kimmy. Like, don't worry about it.
I'm ready for Toto to be excited that he has 2 decent drivers right now.
In a good car.
Yeah. I'm excited for that this season, just in general. The 2026 season. Did you guys watch the trailer for Drive to Survive?
No.
Oh, okay. You need to watch it. But people are complaining that there's too much Christian Horner in it.
Well, I mean, that was kind of a big thing.
Yeah. So I'm kind of interested to
There
see
was,
how they
like,
do the behind the scenes of
What
that.
season was that?
Last season.
Yeah, the
No.
drama.
I mean, like 2 seasons ago.
On Drive to Survive, he was like a giant portion. That whole scandal was a giant portion of it. So it's not surprising that him being replaced, fired, would be
Yeah.
a large portion of the season.
I mean, I'm assuming that they'll go into it.
I wonder
more.
if they'll. Because, I mean, like, there's speculation that Max sort of gave an ultimatum.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a clip within the trailer that said something like Max isn't happy. So, yeah, that will be interesting.
Yeah.
Also excited to see
Also,
William. Go
I
ahead.
feel like trailers for things like that, like, it's reality TV adjacent.
Yeah.
Like, you can't take too seriously how, like, they clip together sound bites with visuals. So
Yeah.
you really just have to wait for the season.
Yeah. That's true.
I wonder if they'll just go into the last race. And like we went into it with the possibility of 3 different drivers
winning. Yeah.
and then like
Surely they will, because
Charles during that race.
Kimmy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll go into that. That's like, feels like a given.
I would like to know if there was any sort of plan between Charles and Max for that last race.
They would say that though, right?
You're not supposed to. Even your actual teammate, when you're on the track, is even your actual teammate when you're on the track is like your enemy. So
Okay. So we're prepared for the season. We're prepared to drive to survive. Not sure what we're going to talk about next week because all these things are coming out, like Bridgerton, and all the things are going to happen after our podcast recording. But we'll have so much anticipation to be prepared for next week. So until then, goodbye.
bye.